Hello there, Gut Squad. This is Cecily, as always. So, today is going to be a little bit of a change of pace for me. It's actually going to be sort of a rant slash drama video, I guess. I've never done anything on drama on my channel, but I'm aware of the happenings of YouTube, and I'm certainly aware of someone named Tana Mongeau. She is an influencer, an internet personality. She's known for her story times here on YouTube, and she's very popular amongst young women. Especially in their teens. So I usually don't have any reason to watch her content. I don't really live like her. I don't have a similar lifestyle, so I've never really found her content particularly interesting or relevant to my life. But recently, I was, keeping up with her new MTV show, and I saw a bit of one of her more recent videos on that channel, and I'm sorry guys, I was disgusted. I will play a clip right now showing you sort of the context of this.
I'm so happy we're here.
I have no idea what's wrong with me. I know that symptoms like incessant, crazy coughing attacks and spitting up blood and coughing up mucus at all times are definitely all symptoms of things that aren't great. So I'm nervous.
Tana?
Hi, come on in.
Arriving at the doctor's office, Tana seems okay. She's not freaking out, which is a really great sign.
Oh, it's gonna be a little cold.
She's kind of going with the flow, so far, so good.
Like, this hurts so bad. I hope they figure out what's wrong with me in this one appointment because I am never coming back. Oh my God, can you take this off me? I can't do that. I'm sorry. Okay, that's fine. Like, that hurts so bad, I can't. I'd literally rather have a cough. I kind of want to leave. Would you be mad if I just left?
I would be beyond mad, yeah.
Like, mad at me?
Yes.
Like, that was so painful. My arm literally hurts so bad. I don't want to go through this.
Like, at some point, like, you have to, like, deal with it.
But if, like, more, like, inconveniences happen like that, I'm probably gonna leave. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I don't know what to say. I can pretend like I like it. I can pretend it's normal, but I hate this. I was never raised or conditioned that this was normal or to like it. And now I'm just at a point where stuff like this gives me so much anxiety.
Tana went to a pulmonologist because she was having trouble breathing and she was coughing a lot, and it's really sad. Believe me, I've met people with asthma, I've met people with breathing conditions. My uncle had lung cancer. It's debilitating to not be able to breathe correctly. But I have to say, as you could see in that clip, her behavior in that doctor's office was shocking. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen someone be so belligerent and bratty in a doctor's office before. Now, I have to say that I'm around Tana's age, and I realize that her and I have had very different lives. You know, my entire channel is dedicated to talking about the medical issues that I've been through and ways that I've found to cope with being chronically ill. But her flippant attitude about her illness and her disgusting lack of respect for medical professionals, including the nurse in that clip you saw, throwing off her blood pressure cuff because she said it was painful, I realize that everyone's level of pain is a very relative thing. Maybe it was excruciating to Tana to have that blood pressure cuff around her, but it doesn't give you the right to act in a rude way to the people in the office where you're seeking help, or to the people who are trying to encourage you to get help, like her manager, the man in that video. I think that it's so irresponsible for her to be showing this side of her on a platform of millions, where young women all around the world are going to be looking at this and saying, this is how I should behave in a doctor's appointment if I want to look cool, or if I want to be like Tana, which I realize a lot of people want to be like their idols. They want to be like these internet sensations that they see getting millions of follows, millions of likes, millions of Instagram hits. It is intoxicating to want to be like people that we look up to. And looking up to someone like Tana will not get you far. It really won't. I've found that in my struggles with my own health, the best thing to do is to try to be compliant and to try to work on getting better. Really work on getting better. And I fear that if Tana doesn't actually care, then she's never actually going to get better. And treating people like they're dirt is not a way to advocate for yourself at all. And if a blood pressure cuff is going to be the difference between you seeking help and you not seeking help, then you weren't ready to look for it in the first place. I will say, there are some procedures that I've been through that have been really painful and have brought me close to the edge of wanting to leave the doctor's appointment. I've been there. Like, I've definitely been there. But you have to persist. You have to be stronger than those emotions of fear and anxiety and maybe discomfort, because it's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than a moment of like, I feel uncomfortable right now, so I'm gonna quit. What kind of a message is that to send to your fan base? This video is not supposed to hate on Tana. I don't hate her as a person. I don't know her. I feel like there are 100 other videos out there talking right now about the issues with this, but never before have I seen an influencer act this way in a doctor's office. As someone who is so entrenched in the medical system as a patient, I just saw this clip and I thought to myself, what kind of a reflection of my generation is this? This is so sad. This is so irresponsible. This is pathetic. Like, her behavior in that clip is pathetic. And I really encourage anyone who may be a fan of hers, who may look up to her, stop. Don't look up to this person any longer. They are not a source of life lessons for you. If anything, you should take from her what not to do. You should never speak down to a doctor or a nurse or cast off a blood pressure cuff just because it's uncomfortable. What a narcissistic thing to do. The nurse is not trying to hurt you. The doctors are not trying to abuse you. They're not trying to tell you, that you're sick because they don't like you. It's not a personal attack. It's an offer of help, honestly. And she took that olive branch, she took that offer of help, and she spat on it in this clip, in this entire episode, which if you watch all the way through is pretty shocking. And I don't know. I just needed to come on here and share with you guys that some influencers are not people to look up to, and I realize a lot of people who subscribe to my channel and who watch my content are fellow chronically ill people. We are people who go to doctor's offices and we get surgeries and we go through hell and beyond just to try to feel better the next year, the next day, the next second. I can't imagine a higher level of narcissism. I really can't. There is no way that anyone is going to convince me that this is the right way to act in a doctor's appointment, or this is the right way to show your fans how to act in a doctor's appointment. You are at their mercy. You are there for their help. And if you act like you're better than them, or like you don't need them, or like their degrees and everything they've worked for and the treatments that they suggest to you are stupid and she's acting like it's cool not to care. It's so cool to care about your health. Guys, I just want there to be a counter narrative out there. It is so cool. It makes you a good person to care about getting better. That is being a responsible human being. That's being responsible to yourself, and it's also being responsible to the people who love you. I don't care how many people you have in your life or your family, someone out there loves you. And acting the way that Tana acted in this clip, it hurts them. If I were her sister, I would be hurt seeing that. I would be hurt seeing that she doesn't want to seek any help or that she doesn't care. Later in that episode, she is diagnosed with asthma, and her and her friends have a party celebrating how great it is that it's not something more serious like tuberculosis, and she jokes that she's never going to use her inhaler and that she doesn't care. And I have to tell you that kind of breaks my heart, even though I don't know this person and I don't have any relation to her, and I'm not even a fan of hers. I don't even subscribe to her channel, but it hurts me to see someone abusing themselves like this and abusing the people around them. And I think Tana in this episode just shows this apathy and entitlement that is pretty gross. I just wanted to let you guys know that there are people who are young, who are vital, who live good lives, who really do take their healthcare very seriously because they don't have a choice. I'd be dead if I didn't go along with what my doctors told me to do and get the surgeries that I needed and, go under the knife multiple times just to get an ostomy that works correctly. I've had nerve surgeries after a car accident. I've had Botox injections for headaches. I've gone through a lot, and I know that you guys watching, most of you, have gone through a lot of pain to seek medical treatment as well. And I felt like almost personally injured by watching this because, I don't know, I'm young too. I felt like this was a disgusting reflection of what millennials and people in their early 20s act like. This is not how most of us are. Tana does not represent us. Tana does not represent the chronically ill community. No one speaks for all of us, but I want to let you guys know that if you were disgusted by that, you're not alone. I care deeply about all of my subscribers and everyone I've met on my ostomy journey. And it's like she doesn't even see that there's a whole group of people out here who have doctor's appointments and going to see doctors as something that is almost every week in their lives. I see a nurse every single week. I get my blood pressure taken constantly. I've had much more invasive things done to me, and I still go back. I don't ever say, this is an inconvenience, I'm never going back. This is a waste of my time. Because where would I be if I acted like that? I'd probably not here filming this. So again, she has fallen so far in my eyes because, what was once a lighthearted channel that talked about Tana's birthday parties and her social life and all these cool, exciting things she does, that's all fine. She's allowed to go out and live her life, and if people find that entertaining, I think that's great. But I don't think it's entertainment to glorify the behavior of someone being such a brat in the middle of an appointment. MTV should be ashamed of themselves. This was a reflection of Tana just as much as it was a reflection of MTV. MTV should not air this because it's showing these young, impressionable fans of Tana's that it's cool and hip and awesome to be a rebel, I guess. But who is she really rebelling against? I think it's herself, honestly. If she really, dug deep, I think she'd see that she's only hurting herself. She is being an irresponsible influencer. And I think that the dismissal of a diagnosis as serious as asthma and the way that she accosted that nurse and the way that she threw off that cuff and even the way that she talked to the doctor later in the episode, which was very derogatory, I have no respect for that, and I don't think you should either. Now, if you find her entertaining, great. I think she's a funny person too. But that does not excuse her showing this disgusting side of herself. And it doesn't excuse MTV from aiding and abetting it. They're just as culpable in my eyes for putting this message out there. I would like to see this person apologize sincerely for the way that she showed her fans it's okay to act, because it's really not. And the only person she's truly hurting at the end of the day is herself and her fans. Of course, if you guys have any questions or comments about the way I feel, if you disagree with me, I'd love to hear it. I'm not opposed to other arguments. She's stepping into my world now. She's stepping into the world of a sick person who needs to seek help constantly just to get through the day. And while I'm so proud of everything that I've done and I've made it through, it's still tough. And seeing someone have no respect for their doctor or for people in their audience who may be sick and find this offensive, I don't know. I think Tana should be ashamed. I think MTV should be ashamed, and I think that her fans should seriously question whether or not she's someone that is worthy of fandom. I don't think she is anymore. I really don't. I think she's stepped into a ground that she doesn't really understand. So, yeah, like I said, leave me comments, let me know how you guys feel, and as always, stay safe out there, Gut Squad. I'm hoping that this epidemic gets a little bit better soon. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!